Once upon a time, the world was cruel, and there was a witch who knew it well. And so, she sold her heart away and built a house in the woods where the world could never find her. At first, she would let no one into her fortress. But in the long march of days, a strange thing happened. In her own cold and spiteful way, the witch made a friend, and then another, and then several more, until her house was teeming with colorful faces and complicated lives. The house would come to be known as YAZEBA'S Bed and Breakfast, and it would last for a very long time.
Staring at vines on top of the ceiling with a torch in your hand, igniting the feeling of a green and brown forest howling deep, dirt and soil resting all over your feet. Oh, honey, you're running away. Whoa.
Welcome to YAZEBA'S Bed and Breakfast, an actual play miniseries by Possum Games and Jeff Stormer. YAZEBA'S Bed and Breakfast is a slice-of-life tabletop RPG about a heartless witch, a peaceful house, and all the folks who have made their home inside. The game launches on Indiegogo on March 22nd, 2022. You can find more information at tinyurl.com/YAZEBABNB. Today's episode, Chapter 6, Lights Out, in which Parish leads an expedition into the basement to get the power back on. Starring Jeff Stormer, he, his pronouns, as Sal, he, his pronouns.
Caro Asercion, I use they, them pronouns, and today I will be playing Parish, who uses he, him pronouns.
My name is Vana, my pronouns are she, her, and I'll be playing Gertrude, whose pronouns are also she, her.
Viditya Voleti, using he, him pronouns, playing Hey Kid, who uses they, them pronouns.
Hail drummed staccato against the rooftop, filling the bed and breakfast with a crushing static interrupted only by a peal of thunder and a flash of lightning. Parish pulled his cardigan closer around his small shoulders and brought a tray of melty chocolate chip cookies into the living room. The room was packed with guests and residents, all piled together to stay warm. The single radiator in the corner was clanking away on overtime, doing its best to be even more disruptive than the gale slamming against the window. Parish stepped in front of the wavering black and white television to hold up the plate.
Behold, a feast!
He lowered the cookies onto the table, and the assembled guests descended on it. The air was filled with crunching and chomping, noisy over the triumphant opening theme echoing through the tinny TV.
Shut up. It's Neutron Gal time.
Hey Kid shoveled cookies into their mouth while glued directly in front of the screen. Everyone went silent for one moment, long enough for Hey Kid to scream their heroine's catchphrase. The superhero's laser sword flew up into the air, and zap! The screen went black, and the bed and breakfast was abruptly plunged into darkness. Hey Kid screamed, but it was impossible to hear them over the house-shaking boom of thunder. Brief panic was replaced by a sudden calm as Parish quickly took control.
Don't worry, everyone. The power went out. Let's get some candles lit.
Parish said. Amelie wheeled over the kitchen while Sal got to work starting a fire in the fireplace.
I'm going to go downstairs and turn the generator on.
Parish declared. A slight chill crept through the room. The generator, the one in the sub-basement? Sal looked up, his face hidden in darkness. Are you going to be safe? Parish grabbed a broom, slid a knit beanie over his head, and pushed aside a big basement, staff only sign. For a moment, a flash of faraway lightning illuminated the frog's striking form, and anyone who saw him would have sworn he was a knight.
Don't worry, I've got this.
So we open in that exact moment. Parish is standing in the doorway. What are the other three of us, Hey Kid, Gertrude, and Sal, doing in this moment as Parish is standing ready to face the unknown and enter into the basement?
I think Gertrude was in the living room with everyone, but when everybody sort of descended on the cookies, she hung back, and she has like a special spot in the living room. And it's not like on the couch or one of the chairs or even like on a cushion on the floor. It's like one of the side tables she always perches on, kind of like a bird or a squirrel. And hugs her knees to her chest and just sort of observes more than takes part in whatever the activities are in that space at the time. So her eyes are just kind of darting between everybody by the TV and Parish by the basement door. And the gears are turning in her head, deciding what she should do.
I think Sal. We only see Sal like backlit by silhouette as the fire in the fireplace gets like larger and larger, and it gives that really good horror movie like flickering light over the entire living room as it's just occasional cracks of lightning and just this flickering fire as Sal is just kind of chuckling to himself a little bit like yeah, this is cool, this is so cool, like, and it's the one thing kind of cutting this like tense energy is Sal going full, I'm gonna start a bonfire out by the water tower and like trying to turn the fireplace into the largest fire that he can.
Oh my god.
This nerd, I love him.
That's a pyromaniac in the making. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's just somebody who grew up in Jersey. I'm not gonna be able to not think about Sal like that. Hey Kid, I think is like kind of shaking and slowly like kind of scuttling over to Parish, like maybe even like grabbing like a toy sword, you know, that they keep around, like trying to pretend to be brave but is like a little scared or startled at least, you know, and probably like grabs onto Parish's like pant. I'm not like a small thing, but you know, like it's like, all right, yeah, let's do this. You need help?
Hey kid, yeah, you wanna tag along?
I want to. We gotta get it back on before Neutron Gal is over.
Don't worry, this will be a super quick trip down to the basement. I know exactly where the generator is.
Going into the basement, are you? And then we get the slow zoom in on the back of Sal.
Oh my god!
I see a pirate.
There's things looming down there. Things you wouldn't believe.
That basement's been dead for 25 years.
Old magazines. More old magazines. Oh yeah, it's actually just mainly old magazines. If you find my old magazine, if you find them, just, you know, bring them back because I need something to read because I got the fire going, but I need something to read and maybe also some extra kindling for the fire.
What kind of magazines are they, Saul?
Just car magazines, you know. I was shopping for the van, and now I'm kind of looking for a couple new parts for the van. There's this really great sound system that I've really gotta. Listen. When you hear the sound, when you hear the thumping of the bass, you're really gonna understand why. This is probably not important right now. I know that we haven't moved into the basement and we haven't started following the rules of what whoopsies and thing goes to, but I am making a whoopsie of getting caught up in my own drama. And Sal kind of like it starts absent-mindedly following behind them, just sort of mumbling to himself, like, because there's the speaker system that's like not as good, but like, and honestly, it might be the one in my budget, but like I really want the nicer one. Oh, it's gonna sound so cool. And I think before he realizes it, like he's already joined Hey Kid and Parish moving his way down the stair.
Oh my god!
And I think Gertrude, out of obligation to listen to whatever he's talking about, has followed. Like she asked, she put herself in this position, and now she's sort of committed to hearing him out.
Oh, I love that.
That's very funny. I'm going to throw this over to Parish for a second and say, describe where we find ourselves in the basement when we first kind of make our way down there. Describe, like, we've all got our flashlights and candles. What's the immediate thing that we see as we kind of start to explore? And then I will explain the rules as we explore the basement and seek out the generator to turn it back on.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think down here, the basement is huge, is the thing. You know, it's this bed and breakfast is a spatial anomaly, but the basement in particular is there's a really narrow, rickety flight of stairs that goes deeper than you should think. You'd think it would be, you know, just one flight down, but for some reason it feels like it goes deeper. And the entrance to that space is there's a very big boiler in the corner with all of these big pipes jutting out of it, and there's all sorts of things that are hanging from the pipes. The pipes are kind of going in all sorts of different directions, and hung up are these old picture frames. There's a whole bunch of old clothes that are hung on the pipes. These are not load-bearing pipes, I should be clear. You know, people shouldn't be hanging things from them, but for some reason they are. And there's just all sorts of clutter, like weird chests and suitcases and pieces of furniture that nobody could store in the main living room. Mm-hmm. So it's just a big hodgepodge of all sorts of furniture and odds and ends in that way.
And I think as we come down, I imagine Sal is right behind Parish's shoulder, having taped a flashlight to the end of my broom in the way of that like horror movie flashlight thing. And I'm like holding it, putting it around. What are Hey Kid and Gertrude doing as we first enter the space?
I think like Hey Kid is now like less scared. Like the startle of the blackout is kind of worn off as they kind of get more into the adventure that's starting, right? And is like almost kind of like ready to go, and like has grabbed their, you know, toy sword and is like, all right, what's the first stop?
I love them.
I love them so much.
I think Gertrude has stopped at like the landing at the bottom of the stairs, and her body language has shifted, and she's like wrapped her arms across her body, and she's looking around into the darkness and not moving. But she also isn't saying anything.
Parish, what about you? You are leading us through this basement. What are you doing as we make our way down?
Yeah, I mean, I think at this point, the thing is that the generator should be right over here, but I think that it might have gotten shifted around at some point. So I could have sworn we had it right on this back wall, but no, it's not. It's not underneath the stairs here. I guess we're gonna have to keep looking around, gang.
I mean, we could also just wait till the power comes back on. We could go back upstairs and wait, or not.
No. We gotta go. But don't listen, Gertrude.
What?
And I'm gonna make a bingo, which means I'm about to draw some cards. But I'm gonna offer what little I have. I got your back. You stay behind me. Nothing's gonna happen to you. I've been through a lot weirder and a lot worse, and I'm gonna make sure my friends are okay. Right, Parish?
Of course.
We're gonna do what we gotta do. And I cock my broom a little bit like a shotgun, and I'm like,
oh my
God,
right,
let's go.
Gertrude's just like, okay. Oh wow, out the gate, the jack.
Out the gate. I've drawn the Jack of Hearts. So the way that this chapter works, this is what's the name of this? This is an eerie mood. So the way this chapter works is we have a deck of cards shuffled in front of us, and we've put it where everyone can reach them. Whenever any of us does a bingo or a whoopsie while in the basement, we will flip cards from the top of the deck until we reveal an omen card, a jack, a queen, a king, or an ace, and we will consult the rest of the chapter to find out what happens next. So I have pulled the Jack of Hearts. Heart cards are good. Heart cards are reminders that the bed and breakfast is our home, and the basement is part of that home. So we found a little reminder that this place is ours. I flipped the Jack of Hearts. This is perfect. I think we're flipping through. I kind of spin around to like under the stairs, and where there should have been the generator, there is a bin of like dry goods and snacks and like food and things. And, there's that moment where we're all like, what's under the stairs? Oh, all right. Oh, right. Ooh. Gertrude, what's your favorite candy bar?
I was just Googling non-perishable snacks because every snack I know is so very perishable.
It's incredibly perishable.
So the internet seems to think baked crunchy apples is a non-perishable snack.
Dried apples and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. That makes sense. Maybe some like dried fruit preserves that are down there.
Fruit preserves. I got cheesy brains. I got wacky dip. I got fruit preserves. Done. Got it. We're good.
Wait, what is wacky dip?
Don't talk about the wacky dip. Hey Kid's gonna get into the wacky dip, and that's just gonna be our whole afternoon.
You're right. There's no wacky dip in here. I'm gonna stash some wacky dip.
Did somebody say my wacky dip?
No.
There is no wacky dip.
Gertrude, did you hear anybody say wacky dip?
Yeah, you said wacky dip.
Oh my God, Gertrude, we gotta.
You also put some in your pocket.
No, we gotta teach you how to lie. Oh my.
Hey Kid's eyes like narrow, like you kind of gonna zoom in and he gets eyes narrow, and then it just like I just go, oh God, and then I smack you with my sword as I like try and grab the wacky dip in your pocket.
Incredible. I think it sounds like this is. I think I want to propose that this is a whoopsie. Because I think that this is, even if it's not one of the ones that is listed, I think what has happened here is you unguard and the broom and flashlight immediately go fly.
Oh,
in the tussle, so they just go tumbling.
Yeah.
Really quick, can we clarify when a whoopsie goes off and when a...
Sure. So you have your list of whoopsies and bingos.
Yeah.
In general, in this chapter, you can have them go off whenever you like. It's just whenever you feel like it's the right beat for the character. In some of the other chapters, there are mechanical things that are tied to triggering one or both. But for this particular chapter, it's just anytime you feel like there's a particular character beat that is like perfect for you to go for better or
Got
worse.
it.
And also, if there's a moment where you're like, oh, this is a good whoopsie or a good bingo, if there's something bad that you think is funny or appropriate to happen, you can just call for it as a general whoopsie. Or if there's something that is like the perfect good thing to happen in that moment, call for a general bingo.
Okay. That's good to know.
Go ahead.
So yeah, I think what happens is like, we start brawling for this wacky dip, and we just watch the broom and the flashlight go rolling off into the basement.
I love it.
Okay.
My bad.
It's okay. We've still got 3 other flashlights. It's gonna be fine. Once we get
I don't have a flashlight.
You didn't bring a flashlight, Gertrude?
I didn't mean to come down here.
Don't worry, it's okay. We've got 2 other flashlights. We're gonna be perfectly fine.
I think.
Wait, I wanna do a whoopsie.
Oh wait, we got to draw for the.
So you can, You can choose to draw, or you don't have to draw. It's really up to you. But if you'd like to draw, you can draw.
Oh, then yeah, I guess we'll leave it for now because we just had one. So, for the one that I initiated, if you want to do yours,
I'm okay to not pull one too, because I can just do one off my character sheet.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think Gertrude does a whoopsie, and one of hers is mess up something I thought I could handle.
Oh no!
I think Parish goes 2 flashlights, and then I don't know. Gertrude like whips. I don't know. Maybe when Hey Kid like writes themselves, they like pull down on Gertrude, and Gertrude like not expecting the weight, just kind of like buckles under them, and then their flashlight. Wait, who has a flashlight left?
I guess it would be Parish and Hey Kid. So yeah, I think Hey Kid. I love that Hey Kid's flashlight just breaks immediately.
Actually, I think what it is like my flashlight was my toy sword. Like it's one of those light up swords.
Oh yeah,
and it just like snaps or something. We're like, whoops.
Yeah, you try to use me to leverage yourself to get up. And I just don't expect the pull. And so I just collapse under it and I end up like sitting on the fake lightsaber and breaking it and the light goes out.
I love it.
Oh, Parish, hey kid, I'm sorry. She picks it up in 2 pieces and tries to hand it back to Hey Kid, like trying to piece it back together fruitlessly.
Oh. I think Hey Kid's like, it's okay. And then leans in close and like kind of goes, I got the wacky dip.
Why'd you sound like John Mulaney when you said that? I don't know. The hairs on Gertrude's arms stand up. It's such a haunting reveal. Anything could happen now that Hey Kid has the wacky dip.
All right. So we've got one flashlight still.
Sorry.
But also, it's fine. It's fine. Listen,
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's okay.
It's fine.
What happens if that one goes out? We're just going to be stuck here in the dark.
No, because we're going to find the second flashlight, which is right over.
It's right over. It went kind of that way, right?
I thought it kind of went that way.
Oh.
Huh.
We got one flashlight. It's fine. It's fine.
I'm pretty sure. I think it's over there. And I'm going to use one of my bingos, which is excitedly run somewhere and get there really fast. So you just see, and he goes, you two can't see anything. It's right over there. And then I just zoom out like into the darkness.
Oh no.
Wait up. Hang on.
Oh, the wacky dip.
The wacky dip.
You see, Gertrude, this is why we practice a thing in the bed and breakfast called lying. I'm gonna give you some lessons on. It's gonna be great.
We practice a thing called lying.
I thought lying was wrong.
It's a question of perspective.
Thank you, Parish. Thank you.
We draw cards until
you draw a queen, king, jack, or ace.
Okay, just checking the wording if it's come on. Oh, I don't want it.
Wow, this deck.
I want to find
like you.
something.
A lot of number cards.
A lot of number cards.
It's almost like they're the majority of any deck.
It's building. I feel the tension building because I'm watching.
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
cards
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
No, and it is the queen of spades or the queen of clubs, rather.
So it's a bad thing. All right, let's go. I run ahead. Queen of spades. Opening an old mason jar unleashes an ancient and powerful ghost wrapped in a sickly white sheet. Anyone besides Parish takes this card and can't get rid of it unless someone spends a heart card to shake them out of their fear.
So the ghost is just following you around now?
Oh my god, I love it.
I have a hearts card and I don't want to get rid of this right away.
Yeah, absolutely.
The ghost is the ghost is along for the ride.
Oh my god. Hey Kid is like, I thought I saw it here somewhere. I thought I saw it. Is this it? And I just grab like the mason jar thinking it's the flashlight. I'm like, is this how I turn it on? And then I just unscrew the cap.
Can I be the ghost?
Please
do.
Okay, you unscrew the top and like genie style this ghost just slithers out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he goes, "Hey kid, what are you doing with my mason jar?"
How do you know my name?
I don't know your name. I said, "Hey kid."
That's my name.
Your name is Hey Kid?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. What's this world coming to? How long have I been in that dang jar for?
I don't know. You tell me.
Well, I don't know. I was in a jar.
Parish, I hear them. I hear them right over here. It sounds like
sounds like Hey Kid got into YAZEBA'S ghost collection.
Yep. They got.
I'm sorry, YAZEBA'S what?
Nothing at all. It's fine. It's not. It's a ghost collection. It's actually very cool. This is a case where I don't want to lie to you because, like, I need you to know that it's actually very, very cool.
It's really cool is the thing, but also
so
very
cool.
dangerous.
It is dangerous, but it is also very cool.
Did Yazeba trap the spirit in there? Why would she do that?
Well, it was a long story. There were business deals that went bad, and admittedly, it was sort of a contract dispute. They're still sort of hashing out the terms. It was kind of the only room that was available was the mason jar. It's running a bed and breakfast is a very difficult thing, and the thing you've got to realize about it is, I think at this point it has become apparent that I don't know.
Yeah, I think it cuts back to the ghost, and the ghost is like, I signed a contract who knows how many years ago just because I wanted a place to sleep. And now look at me, sharing shelf space with the peaches.
Hey, what's wrong with the peaches? They seem like lovely neighbors.
I'm sure they're great, but I can't eat them. I'm a ghost.
That's true. You are a ghost.
So anyway, per my contract, I gotta scare you now, okay?
All right. Just so you know, it's pretty hard to scare me.
I think the ghost face stretches into this horrifying, gigantic and immeasurably long maw, and its fangs grow into these hot white points, and this ghastly scream comes out of its mouth, and it blows all of Hey Kid's hair back.
Yeah.
And spit spittle that is ectoplasm goes all over their face.
It's so good. This is big Ghostbusters energy.
Absolutely.
Huge Ghostbusters energy.
And I imagine this is the exact moment when we also get up here.
Yeah. I think Hey Kid is silent, doesn't scream, and then sees everybody else oh yeah, no, that was really scary. All right, do them. Come on, scare those guys.
No, it's only in my contract that I only scare the person that opened the jar, and that's you, Kid.
That's Hey Kid.
That's you, Hey Kid.
Thank you.
Okay. That wasn't scary. I wasn't at all scared.
Gertrude is just quietly crying.
Oh my god!
Just weeping,
fanning my face. I'm gonna do a whoopsie here and draw some cards because I am hiding behind my own confidence of it wasn't scary. I just it's fine. I'm gonna fight this ghost. Here we go.
I think I even call you out on that. It gets really? That was pretty scary, Sal.
I'm gonna do a whoopsie here and assume I understand a situation, and so I know you're practicing about you're working on your ghost rock concept album, but you really don't have to work on this right this moment.
Thank goodness. Oh my god, thank you. Oh my, I was so that the face and the oh my. That was very scary. You should be very proud.
Thanks.
You thought this was we came down here. Sal's got some band practice.
Parish, would you like to draw some cards?
I would be happy to. Let me draw some cards until we get.
Yeah, just what? It's I think even Higgins hey Gus, have you seen Flashlight or a generator or
The name's Jeremy.
Oh, sorry, Jeremy.
That's right. I'm from a time where we had people names.
Hey,
kid.
Hey.
I got people name, but I'm not a people, so.
What are you?
No, I'm a devil. I'm a devil person.
I think it's at this point that
I don't know why that got me so good. I'm a devil. I'm a devil person.
So I've drawn another queen. Thunder shakes the foundations of the house and reminds everyone that there's still a storm raging. Anyone who isn't Parish must do a whoopsie about it immediately.
Okay, well, Gertrude's whoopsie is to freak out. So Gertrude's been barely holding it together after witnessing this lethal haunting. And as soon as that thunder goes off and cracks and starts shaking the foundation, she just collapses and pulls her knees into her chest and throws her arms over her head. And she's just going, this isn't happening. This isn't happening. I'm fine. I am safe. I am well. I'm fine.
Sal's whoopsie is to stay chill when I really shouldn't. I put my hands in my pockets and I'm like, the acoustics in this space are incredible. Jeremy, talk to me about this.
What do you want?
I've got some ideas. I want to talk about using the space, and I want to hear your thoughts on it. You know, professional to professional, and like I get well into a pitch before I look over at Gertrude. And like, actually, I gotta take care of it.
Well, it doesn't matter because per my contract, I cannot sublease this space.
Oh my
God.
The contract. We have got to negotiate. You and I are going to renegotiate this contract.
It's in perpetuity. Yazeba, you know, she's a lot of things, but she knows how to whip up a contract. I'll give her that.
She is a remarkably litigious person. All right, I got to go deal with the kid, but we will be, this conversation is not over.
He just waves you off. And then kind of starts eyeing Hey Kid again to see what scare they're going to do to them next.
Oh my God. Like, Hey Kid's whoopsie is get impatient and give up. And I think like Hey Kid is just like the thunder crackles, everybody's freaking out a little bit. Or well, Gertrude Bailey's freaking out. And Hey Kid just kind of heavily falls on the floor, like, you know, purposefully. It's just like, ugh. We've already been down here for like a million hours. Neutron Gal's probably done by now.
Poor baby.
Poor kid.
Poor devil baby.
Parish, we gotta do something about these kids.
I'm inclined to agree.
I love our Kermit.
I love that.
How tall is Parish?
Parish is a frog, right? Like,
right, but is
just
he an
regular
anthropomorphic frog?
I'm pretty
sure. A regular sized frog.
I think he's just like the size of a large frog, but like a regular frog.
So he is small.
That was my impression. I could be wrong with that. I don't know.
I imagine they were like Frog from Chrono Trigger, you know?
Yeah,
like,
same.
But I love just big frogs.
He's just a regular sized frog. Yeah.
Can I make a request or a proposal?
Please do.
No. Oh.
Okay.
No.
All right. Can Parish be sitting on Sal's shoulder?
Aw.
I do like that. I do like that.
I love that. I thought your request or proposal was best of both worlds. Parish is a what is it, like a jack-o'-lantern-esque person, which is a headless body with a frog on top. So we kind of get the best of both
like
worlds.
Jack Skellington, but instead of a skull head, he has
just a frog.
A whole frog.
Yeah.
I feel like that's another guest at the bed and breakfast.
That's Eric, and we don't talk about Eric.
Parish, we gotta do something about these kids.
Well, I think Parish jumps off of Sal's shoulders and reaches into his. Now that I've said he's just the size of a regular frog, I'm like, the scale is goofy, but I do love it. I'm gonna do a bingo here, which is lift everyone's spirits with the perfect refreshments, and I think he's gonna pull a couple of these extra cookies out, the ones that he was baking earlier. Mm-hmm. And hey Gertrude, I think these are still pretty warm. But I feel like if we
I can't see, it's too dark.
Well, there's some extra cookies that I was baking earlier, but I feel like if the longer we stay down here, it's gonna start to get a little bit cold. So you might want to have one now before it gets a little after the fact.
Yeah, well, I didn't get one earlier, so yeah, that would be nice.
I tell you what, take Gertrude.
What?
There's 2 here actually, so don't tell anyone else. But I do have a couple extras, so we've got enough to give you 2.
Yeah.
I would also love to do a bingo, as I think Sal has come up with a very different plan and walks over to Jeremy the ghost. Is like, so I'm going to ask you a question about ghost powers.
Jesus.
You want to ask Gertrude about ghost powers?
No, Jeremy the ghost. I want to ask Jeremy a question about ghost powers.
Okay.
So you can do the face stuff. Can you do like lights? Can you do like scary lights and stuff?
You're not going to trick me.
I'm not trying to trick you. I'm making you a deal.
Yeah, right.
I'm making you a deal. This is a deal,
right.
professional. I'm saying professional to professional. What if
What are you a professional in?
I am the greatest musician of mine or any generation that is professional at something?
Yeah, prove it.
All right, watch this. And I do the sickest air guitar that you have ever seen. Like, yeah, what do you think about that? Huh? Now hear me out. If I could get you an audience with Yazeba, and I could promise you that we would renegotiate the terms of your contract, and that is a promise from me as a professional. You just saw what I can do. Can we have some spooky lights to light the way a little bit?
I don't know. It said
this offer is running. This offer is slowly moving off the table. I'm sliding the. You see my hand? I'm sliding the offer.
I'm just saying. It said in my contract that
it's close to the edge of the table, Jeremy.
The only person who can negotiate my contract is Jeremy, the best musician of their generation. So and either you got to admit that you're not the best musician of your generation, or no dice.
I'm going to speak from the heart and light up the world.
Incredible.
All right, you got me. I'm not the best musician of my generation. I'm a guy.
Right.
I'm a guy with a dream. You know, I'm a guy that cares for his friends, and I want to put on a show for them once in a while. But I'll tell you what I am, though, and that's a professional janitor. I mean, porter, janitor. You know, I'm a courier, I guess. I give people a ride home in my van. I'm a professional at a lot of things, and also an amateur contract negotiator, which I think makes me the right person to settle this dispute. If you can help us out.
You know what the word amateur translates to?
I do not.
Lover.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Sounds like we might have a deal, my friend.
Yeah, all right, okay.
All right.
I think Haken is just still like on the floor, just watching this, like this strange interaction.
I think that we see, if I may, I think we see Jeremy like light up, like the room lights up in this kind of spooky green light, and I'm like, got him, did it, nailed it.
You want to draw some cards for that bingo?
Sure do. That is the ace.
That's an ace.
That is an ace of diamonds.
Hell
What
yeah.
happens on an ace of diamonds? The first
ace.
So aces, hold on, I gotta actually find the section. Aces are our way of guiding us towards the generator. The first time we reveal an ace, we find the fuse box where Parish was sure the generator was stored, but it's not here. And I think when the room lights up green, like we get the spooky lights, and we look around, and at this moment it's really easy to see where the fuse box is because we've got this little bit of light, and it only lasts for a moment, but like it's long enough for us to like get the flashlight, get over to the fuse box, and kind of just spend a few moments like jabbing at it and kind of slapping it. Like, there's no generator.
Doesn't look like it. That's weird.
What do you mean there's no generator?
There should be a generator here. This is where we keep the generator.
Well, I mean, it's a generator. Do you think it moved around? Can a generator scuttle away?
I mean, I've seen weirder.
What?
I've seen weirder.
All right. Well, what does the generator like? Maybe we can, like a little rat. Like we can maybe just set out some
Generator's not a rat.
I don't know what a generator is.
Generator.
Generator's not a rat, right? Just
no, but
okay.
Long pause and then generator. Not this.
Powerful.
That got me really good. I think Gertrude is has finished off the first cookie and stood up, and she's kind of digging into the second one and wiping the tears off of her face and looking around, and it's just like, well, then let's just keep looking. It has to be down here somewhere, right, Parish?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's not like it did grow legs and walk somewhere else in the basement.
Are we sure?
I'm going to do a whoopsie here and lose track of reality while caught up in a flight of fancy. And
Perfect. Wow.
I think we just get, in the cartoon version of this, like a little imagined spot with a thought bubble of, an electrical generator that's walking around on four little feet, and it has a rat tail, and it's just like, it's animated in like a more of a cartoon style. And it's just like, oh, that's why is Parish thinking about this right now? This doesn't make sense.
You're like, generator, that was a good pun. You start thinking about what that looks like.
I personally am like 65% sure that it did not grow legs and walk away.
Yeah, but what about the other 35%?
I can't give you more than 65. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Have you ever seen a generator sprout legs?
I mean, I have never seen a ghost living in a jar before tonight.
Sal's right. We need to be prepared for anything that might happen when we come up to the generator.
Is the generator going to attack us?
Well, I'm not saying that.
Saying no.
I love. Hold up. Can that absolutely? I kind of want that to be a general whoopsie, like this, overarching dread of nobody's saying it won't hurt us.
I have a whoopsie specifically to fail to follow through, which is perfect for that because I did promise that I was going to protect you and comfort you and keep you safe.
Yeah.
And in this moment, I'm just like.
Who can say?
I want something bad to happen right after. What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm down to draw some cards.
Draw some cards, yeah.
Draw some cards.
Is it going to attack us?
Me?
Yes, please.
Go ahead, yeah.
An ace of hearts.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh.
So on our second ace, we spot the generator tucked into a crumbling crawl space. Anyone courageous enough to crawl in must flip cards to reveal what else is lurking there. I think so. Tell us what happens when Gertrude sees the generator in the crawl space.
I think when she asks, is it going to attack us? She starts looking around frantically at what is now visible in this new light. And that's when she sees the small door. And can it have a sign on it that says the generator is definitely not in here?
Oh, yes, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
And she just goes, "Hey, what's that?"
Oh, that's the place where we definitely don't keep the generator. That's why we have the sign.
Oh, an oddly specific sign.
That looks like a really weird rat.
What? Wait, what? What looks like a rat?
That thing in there. In that
Wait, no,
space.
sorry. I meant the door was closed. And it has a sign hanging on the outside.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna bingo and offer to do the hard work and go. I believe it was Sherlock Holmes that said, once you rule out all of the possible, then the impossible becomes possible. If you rule out, I'm going in the door.
So I'm just
gonna.
If you're gonna do it, just do it.
I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna. I thought I was gonna sound so cool. Opens the door. I was so ready to. I had a quote and I immediately draw the King of Spades. I was so gonna sound so cool. I immediately brush aside a tarp. I'm moving these around. I brush aside a tarp, and there's a cadre of grinning skeletons.
Oh my god.
So I open the door, I'm grumbling, and a moment later, I am just covered in skeletons, tumbling out into a ball.
So I don't know if everyone's had a crawl space, but it's literally like a space under your home that is only tall enough for you to fit into if you're like on your belly.
I love this. And it's just a bunch of skeletons.
I'm picturing Saul going in there, army crawling, like in there while grumbling about their lack of success with their soliloquy. And then immediately starts like yelling or screaming.
Reverse army crawls.
Yeah,
right
doesn't even
out.
turn around.
Well, stands up, brushes himself up. So we should there should skeletons.
Generator?
Skeletons.
Okay. Skeletons. How many? Plural? Skeletons?
And I look back over my shoulder. How many is going to scare you?
About a cadre's worth of skeletons?
Assume that, okay, then I'm going to say less than a cadre. You see, Gertrude, this is that lion thing. You see how it actually is going to really help them be less afraid. You see, it's.
Yeah, I get it. And I have a hearts card, so I'm gonna use my hearts card to clear Saul of his condition, and I'm gonna do it with lies.
Okay. All right, we got to deal with these. We got to deal with the skeletons. Here we go.
So is Saul still on his belly in front of the door? Is he like jumped up?
No, he's like stood up and has been like dusting himself off and like desperately trying to seem calm.
Okay, yeah.
In the same way that like he was very much not calm earlier.
Yeah. So Gertrude walks over to him and like gives him a pat on the back and goes, "Don't worry, Saul. I'll handle it." And then she gets on her belly and crawls in, and like y'all can't see this, but like, you know, the camera shifts to the other side and like we get a side view of Gertrude with, you know, with her chin right above her hands and her knees crawling forward, and there's the cadre of skeletons that I imagine are just like writhing around,
making xylophone noises.
Yeah, having just like a, you know, a crawl space party. And she like whispers and she's like, "Hey, could y'all just like," and then like jerks her hand to the side and like, you know, maybe just, you know, for a little bit. And I think the skeletons like stop chattering for a second and like tilt their heads at her.
Oh, did you? And then did you need something? Is there something that you needed from? Did you need something from the crawl space?
Can't you see? This is it's our party time.
This is our skeleton party. Yeah.
If we can help you with anything, though, like let us know, because you know we want to make. We're trying to have a party, but we don't want anybody to have a bad time. You know, it's important.
Yeah.
It's important to be hospitable.
Everyone should have a good time at the skeleton party.
All we're saying is, you know, like, are we being too loud? Do we got to move? Like,
we can
just let us know. Yeah, we'd be happy to be accommodating.
I thought we signed out the space. Not a lot of people use it, so I didn't think there would be any conflicts.
Yeah, I got to admit, I thought the xylophone was a bad call. I thought I brought a lot of joy, but I do see how it could disrupt the. I'm sorry, we are not letting.
We should go. Let's go. Let's find another place to.
You're fine. I don't want to interrupt your joy here. I just my friend has been having kind of a hard day, and his dreams were crushed by a ghost, and then, you know, he wasn't really expecting y'all here, and he got really scared, and I think it's really sort of starting to wear on his self-esteem. So I don't know if y'all could just hide. You could just go in another corner of the crawl space, and then I could tell them
that's extremely.
Yeah, certainly.
Yeah, obviously.
Okay.
Easy.
And I'm just gonna take the generator back there. Do y'all need that for anything, or
this thing?
No. Honestly, we were trying to find. We were hoping somebody would come take it because it was going to free up space for the mini fridge.
Cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Oh, the mini fridge. What do you keep in the mini fridge?
Bones.
Milk.
Bones.
You know.
Milk bones.
Milk
Like
for the
dog
bones.
treat?
Milk? Yeah.
No, you
milk,
gotta have milk. It's gonna make your bones strong.
makes your milk. And then we also,
Makes
we
your
also
bones.
have milk bones.
We do have milk bones for the dogs. You know,
Yeah.
everybody should have a good time at the skeleton party.
Right. Well, maybe I can come back sometime and for a different party.
Yeah, absolutely. We'd be happy to have you. Come down to the basement anytime.
Have you ever done karaoke? We do karaoke on Thursdays. You should come down. It's going to be great.
I'll watch. I don't
That sounds great.
really sing.
That's no judgment. You know, it's a great time for everybody.
Absolute great time.
Okay. Well, I'll see you next week for skeleton karaoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I want to take this now.
And then it's just a clattering of
Yeah.
xylophone sounds.
I imagine they come apart and just roll over to a different corner, like, like tumbleweeds, kind of. And then maybe there's like a rope tied to the generator, so she can pull it while she's sort of backing out of the crawl space door.
Oh my god.
And she comes back out with the generator in tow, and then turns to Saul and she goes, "Yeah, you scared them off. They were so afraid by your presence that they left. So good job, Saul."
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, because I give them a little bit of the left and a little bit of the right. Yeah. Whew, okay. Thank you.
But also, they invited us to karaoke next week.
Oh, they do. They do karaoke. Is it live? Is it live band karaoke? It doesn't matter. It's gonna be great either way.
There's at least a xylophone.
Oh, I've got the perfect. I'm gonna start rehearsing this tomorrow. I got the perfect song. It's good. You have made my night, Gertrude. Twice now. You have made my night.
Twice?
Twice.
What was the first time?
Well, I scared off the skeleton. I scared off the skeletons.
Yes.
And then you found out about the karaoke. That's twice. That's twice that my night has been made, and you have made it at least once.
Great.
Really great.
I lean over and I give you the last thing of wacky dip that I've got in my jacket pocket. I'm like, "Hey, kid, didn't get all of them."
Okay, thanks. She obviously like doesn't want it, but takes it.
It cuts to Hey Kid like having some of it.
Yeah,
Kinda,
exactly.
Like offer it to the what's the ghost name again?
Jeremy?
Jeremy. I thought it was Jeremy. Okay. Like offers it to Jeremy. Like, can you eat sugar?
Jeremy sticks a ghoulish finger in the wacky dip and pulls it back out, and none of the powder has stuck to his incorporeal form, and he sighs. No wacky dip for me, kid.
It's not too wacky.
If only it was a little wackier.
Gertrude, you've done a really good job getting the generator out, but we do need to find the fuel for it. So.
Oh, okay. It doesn't just work.
I really wish it did, because then you would have been, the hero of the day. But no, we do have to find the gas
canister. She's still a
canister.
hero of the day. Come on.
Yeah, absolutely. I should be clear. You are still very much the hero of the day for taking care of those skeletons. But let's find that gas canister.
Right. Should we pull?
I think so.
I can also just like I could just quickly do my big O, notice something everyone else missed, and I go, "You mean that thing?" And then we'll see. If it's
I like that. How does Hey Kid know what a gas can looks like? Well, wait, we know that Hey Kid's an arsonist.
Yeah.
Or wait, no. Saul's the arsonist.
Saul's the arsonist.
Saul can smell a gas can a mile away.
Oh my god!
It's definite. It's close. It's definitely close.
Queen of Hearts, a terrifying silhouette that turns out to be a dress. It turns out to be a dress form in YAZEBA'S old witch school robes and hat on it. Can you believe she used to wear something so silly? Oh, that's even better, because I think Hey Kid's like, "Is this a gas canister?" And then pulls like a sheet, and it's this whole like witch uniform. And then just kind of says that.
There's a photo behind it that is YAZEBA and Sal both wearing this outfit, and like with the like the 80s photo background with the lasers.
Oh, that's so good.
That's incredible.
I've got my keytar, and YAZEBA's got Get one of those circle keyboards.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh my
That
god.
you wear like the
that's so
suspenders.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a bold move that we went with 2 different types of keyboards.
What an incredible time.
There's a third one waiting in the wings. Who's gonna play it? It's a mystery.
Oh, and kid's like, oh my god, oh look at this, and then like grabs the hat and just like puts it on.
No, this is nothing. This is nothing, and like grabs the photos. This is nothing. This is good times, is what this is. But it's nothing. It's nothing. No one needs to see this.
Saul,
Is this anything?
Saul, the terrifying basement is a judgment-free zone. Okay.
You're right. You're right.
I'm gonna do a whoopsie immediately after that, and then just point at the picture again, like grab the picture out of your hand and just ask, "Wait, is this something?" And my whoopsie is embarrass someone with an innocent question.
Oh.
That was, it was the apprentice years. We had some good times. We got into some wizard battles. Let me tell you, we saw some. We made some great music.
We got into some wizard battle.
This is such a strange thing to say.
I know.
Mhm.
I think Gertrude, like, like Indiana Jones tries to swap the picture in Hey Kid's hands with the wacky dip that she was given by Saul
Incredible.
to distract them. So, let's say that's a bingo. I'll make myself useful.
Would you like to draw some cards?
Sure. 4, 6, 5, 4,
Or
8, 9. Jack
Ooh.
of spades.
I
Wait,
think
clubs.
that's clubs.
Jack of
Yeah,
clubs.
sorry. I've never seen a club or a spade in my life, so who can say what they look like?
who knows what these things are?
Jack of spades, peeking inside a musty coffin. Why do we keep getting all the we got all the bad ones now?
This is the Jack of clubs.
Oh, sorry. Oh gosh.
Oh, good.
No, it's okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I think I messed up earlier. Too.
I absolutely messed it up the first time.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's all right.
I think we're all.
They'll never know.
We're all back and forth. Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll never know. Okay. Jack of clubs. The expedition gets caught up in a huge spider web. Anyone who isn't Parish must do a whoopsie about it immediately. Parish is immune to all fear. That's why
I love, because Parish is like, I'm down here for a reason. All the rest of us just keep getting into antics.
Well, Parish
Gotta
is
get this gas can.
Parish is our frog in shining armor.
Yeah.
My God, what if you got your little suit of armor?
Oh, just a tiny, tiny frog-sized suit of armor.
Yeah, at least just the helm, would be nice.
I'm going to immediately make my whoopsie and say again, stay chill when I shouldn't, which is everybody is swapping the photo and I'm just like kind of like leaning very nonchalantly against the wall. And like when Gertrude goes to give me the photo, like I don't take it. And at first it seems really cold. Like it seems like I'm just like, I don't want anything to do with this. And then you realize that my arms are stuck to the wall. I'm like, no, actually, there's a spider web. I'm webbed to the wall. I can't move anything. I probably should have said something to someone, but I didn't want to. After the skeleton thing, I was embarrassed.
Gertrude's whoopsie is keep a secret that I shouldn't keep. So Gertrude is going to spy the XL spider in the corner of the web and not say anything to Saul.
It's all good though, right? Like it's all good. We're all good though.
It's fine. We'll just get you out of there, GG easy, and nothing bad will happen to you.
Cool.
I know I'm immune to a whoopsies in, drawing the clubs cards, but I do have a whoopsie here, which is refuse to let go. So I think,
Oh my God.
Parish is trying to pull Sal's arm free from the spider web. And, hey, it looks like this isn't particularly working. I don't really have the right leverage here.
How are you so strong that it's incredibly painful? Ow!
Look, I'm okay. I'll stop pulling, but
okay,
no, that looks like my foot is also in the web here, and Hey, kid.
What's your whoopsie?
I really want to have an enormous explosive meltdown.
Oh my god.
And I'm trying to think about how to have this. Like, y'all are just stuck to each other, and I think Hey Kid is like, oh, I see. So, like, I can't be a part of your cuddle puddle. I can't. You don't want to. I wasn't invited. You come down here and y'all start hugging each other and you're having a good time. Stuck with a ghost. Is that what's happening?
Hey, what's the matter with me?
No, you're good. I'm sorry.
I'm not in the web. What am I? Chopped liver?
Are you?
No.
You were down with the food, so it's a valid question.
Do I look like chopped liver to you?
I don't think so. All right, here, you want to give me a hug?
Are you asking Jeremy for a hug?
I'm asking Jeremy for a hug.
Can I throw out a whoopsie?
Yeah, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
I think you feel a really warm, comforting hug. And then you look down and it's the spider. That actually might even be a bingo. I'm not sure how the spider's going to react. But you definitely feel a hug from the spider.
I think I know. I think it's absolutely a bingo. It's like, Hey Kid is like, oh, you get it. You just wanted. Oh no, it's absolutely a bingo because one of mine is make a new friend. And Hey Kid is like, yeah, who needs them, right? We'll go off. We'll find our own. You probably know what a gas can is, right, Spider friend? Yeah. We'll go off and we'll have our own adventure. We'll show them.
I'm going to ask you to draw some cards.
Absolutely.
I love that. I love that so much. I'm obsessed with new best friend XL Spider.
King of Spades. Oh no.
Nope, that's clubs.
Clubs. We
It's
did
clubs
it
again.
God damn it. I was like, I already read this. I know this one. Something runs across everyone's feet before scurrying off into the darkness. Anyone who is in Paris just do a whoopsie about it immediately.
Is it a spider? Is it the spider?
Can I propose something?
Yes, please.
Feel free to go with something else. But what if we were wrong about the generator being a rat? What if the gas can is a rat?
Wait, have we found the gas can yet?
No, but I mean, there it is. It just ran past and it skitters by our feet. Yeah.
Wait, sorry. Can you describe it?
I think it looks. It does look like just a regular gas can, except that it has 4, magical rat feet attached to it and a little rat tail coming out of the nozzle.
Yeah. Can it please have the nose and whiskies? Because that's the best part of a rat.
Yes, absolutely. But I think it just runs up, sort of looks at us with its little gas spout, squeaks, and a tiny little drop of gas comes out, and then it just runs away.
Yeah. I love that.
Oh my God, I love that so much.
Wait, do we have to roll a whoopsie? Because honestly, super cute and timely because we need that gas can.
I am okay calling that the third ace. I am perfectly comfortable with that. That is a good beat.
Yeah.
I think the scenario here is that before we can get to it, what I'm gonna say is the thing that we have to sort of sort through is how we catch it as it is kind of running around the area of the basement.
If it's the third ace, then at some point it gets snatched up by bony fingers on an unmoving skeleton slumped against the masonry.
One of the skeletons
Wait,
picked
what?
it up.
Hold up.
Is one of the skeletons a party pooper?
Okay, may I propose what has happened?
Please do.
One of the skeletons picks it up and like is holding it. Is like, hey everybody. Sorry, hold on. Let me do that better because obviously it's a skeleton. Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone, it is not safe to just let the gas can rat run around like this. I know that we're all having fun, but safety is paramount. So I'm gonna go put this back on the shelf. All right. Thanks, everybody.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that skeleton. I don't enjoy it, but someone has to. Okay.
We do have to make sure we're being hospitable here at the skeleton party.
Thank you for your understanding.
Gertrude's gonna walk up to one of the skeletons that isn't holding the gas can and is like, could you just throw in a little extra fear in front of Saul?
Oh, is that? Oh, which one? Which one is?
Yeah, that one there.
The one that's in the web and crying.
Yeah. Could you pretend to be afraid of that?
Of that situation over there.
leans down and with its big bony thumb kind of like brushes you on the nose of your mask. Is like, for you, we'll make it happen.
Oh my god.
Thanks.
Oh no, is that
Egad.
is that Sal?
Oh no, it's Sal. We better run. He's
Sal?
so frightening.
Sal, the skeleton slayer?
The slayer of skeletons? That seems violent. Do we really want to go that? It's yes and. It's yes
The
and.
shredder of keyboards.
There it is.
All
Yeah.
right, we got there. This was a good workshop. Drops the rat, kind of runs off.
They all pinwheel back into the crawl space.
Oh my god.
Xylophone sounds into the distance.
Yeah.
Now I think because only I think Gertrude used your heart card to make me not
I did,
scared,
yeah.
which
Mhm.
means the
Yeah.
two of us. So the rat scurries off. So I'm gonna say, I'm gonna throw out a proposal if I may.
Wait, I thought it got put back on the shelf.
You're right. It did. So it's on the shelf. It is on the shelf. Who's the one that goes over and grabs it?
Maybe one of the skeletons is 12 feet tall, so we can't reach the shelf and put it on.
The party pooper skeleton is absolutely 12 feet tall.
They're the Home Depot. Yeah, YAZEBA invested in the Home Depot 12 foot tall
Yeah.
skeleton at some point.
They stole my shtick.
Okay, so it's way high up.
Well, I'm just a little kid.
Hey Gertrude.
Oh, okay, let me stop screeching. Hold on. I'm just a kid. Yeah, what is it, Parish?
I'm smaller than Hey Kid, but I reckon somebody with good aim could probably get me up there to the gas
Oh my
can.
god.
You want me to throw you, Parish?
Well, I can jump pretty high, but I can't jump that high.
So I can put you on my head? What? Just maybe tell me what you want.
I mean, how do you feel about throwing me up there and seeing if I can jump up and knock that can down?
What if I throw you too hard?
You know,
What if I
Gertrude,
miss and
Gertrude,
you fall?
I used to be before I got cursed and turned into this tiny frog body. I used to be a brave and stalwart knight. And the first thing they teach you in night school is how to be resilient. So I figure if you throw me too hard, I'll be able to take a couple of scuffs.
Okay, well, if you trust me.
And as you're getting ready to throw, we cut to Sal, who has been elsewhere, who has pulled himself free from the web and is elsewhere, and is now crouching behind you, just in time for you to pick up Sal as you hear as I have found my keytar, and I'm like, I'm hyping you up. Let's go.
Oh my god. I think Gertrude looks back and is just like confused by like, where did that come
The
from?
most enthusiastic thumbs up, like, you got this.
Mhm.
She'll turn back around and she has Parish in her hand and she gives him a nod. And then I'm going to use one of my bingos, which is show off a cool skill that people didn't know I had.
Hell yeah.
And it
Mhm.
turns out I got like a
You gotta-
very strong and accurate right arm. So
You throw a mean fastball.
that's right. And so
Yeah.
I throw it exactly right next to the gas can, not too hard, not too soft, and like with enough like curve to the toss that you're able to like land gently with your little froggy legs.
That was perfect, Gertrude. You've got a real knack for this.
Thanks, Parish.
Whoa.
Stop.
Sorry.
Taken my favorite character of all time. It's possible.
I love them.
I love them.
It's really, you can't like a beat too late. Through the power of editing, that will sound on
Please
time.
don't edit out the pause.
I this is my note that no, it won't. It won't.
Whoa.
So yeah, you make it up there. You've got the I think what we see is Parish jump back down on the rat's back.
Oh yes, no.
Oh,
Parish
yeah.
is riding the rat gas canister
God, that's so
like
good.
a cowboy. He's got his little, beanie that he's wearing and he's waving it around like a cowboy hat.
I like how he just described he's a knight, but no, this is like a cowboy, not a knight.
Not a knight, right? Yeah.
May I describe now that we've got the gas can, we've got the generator, may I describe a closing visual for us?
Please do.
I think that the lights come back on, the lights flicker back on as Yazeba is throwing a bucket of water on the fireplace and just mumbling, "Why did you leave a fire by your..." Oh my goodness. Sal and I are gonna have a talk. Pushes out just as the lights come back on, she looks around, is like, "Okay, all right." As the door kicks open and trotting out on the gas can rat, and like a knight returning from battle, is Parish leading the charge. Following Parish immediately, riding the XL Spider in the same way as a kid. And I think the pulling up the back is with Gertrude on his back is Sal just like, "Oh, we did it. We got it. Everybody, we got it."
And then
My
the
God.
last thing is everybody comes in and starts filtering out, and then Jeremy peeks out of the door and goes, "Hey, what about my contract?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Cut to black. That's the credits.
Yep, that's game. Everybody, thank you so much for playing. This was wonderful.
Yeah.
This was fantastic. Thanks,
So,
y'all.
real quick, before we wrap up, I'm going to throw it over to everyone to give you a moment to talk about anything you have got going on you want our audience at home to know about. And off mic note that this is going to air in March 2020. It's going to air in March 2020. It'll be fine. This is going to air in March 2022. So anything you want to plug that you've got that you can talk about around that time, or anything that's evergreen, give it a shout out. My name is Jeff Stormer. I am a podcaster, game designer, and the official LARP designer of the Olive Garden restaurant. You can find my work at jeffstormer.com, and you can find me on Twitter at PartyOfOnePod.
Hey, my name is Caro Asercion. I am a game designer, graphic designer, visual artist, theater maker, interdisciplinary artist. If you want to check my work out, you can follow me over on Twitter at CExcursion, spelled SEA Excursion, or you can check out my games at cexcursion.itch.io.
Hi, I'm Vana, and you can find me streaming video games and tabletop RPGs over at twitch.tv/Vana. That's VANA. And you can find me on social medias at Havanarama, HAVANARAMA. And I just, what else do we say in these things?
That's it. I think you got it.
Perfect.
Hey everybody, I've been Viditya Voleti. You can find me online at Viditya Voleti on Twitter. I'm an interactive artist and game designer, and you can find my games at vidityavoleti.itch.io. I'm also a cast member on All Nerds Here, and you can catch us playing in an all POC cast every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. EST at twitch.tv/All Nerds Here.
All right. Well, everybody, thank you so much for playing. Thank you so much for joining us on this game. And future Jeff will write a delightfully concise outro for the episode. So for now, everybody can stop recording. And that is a wrap. And that concludes our story for this episode. I have been Jeff Stormer, your host and concierge into the world of YAZEBA'S Bed and Breakfast. Thank you again to our guests Caro, Asercion, Vana, and Viditya Voleti for joining us. Please check the show notes for links to all of their work and to where you can find them on social media. If you've enjoyed what you've heard, please check out YAZEBA'S Bed and Breakfast on Indiegogo. The game launches March 22nd, 2022, and more information can be found at tinyurl.com/YAZEBA'BNB. YAZEBA'S Bed and Breakfast is a joint production of Possum Creek Games and Jeff Stormer, filmed at the luxurious, but entirely imaginary, Possum Creek Studios. The show is edited by Jen Frank and transcribed by Jeremy Gage. You can find a link to the transcript in the show notes. You can check out the other episodes of this series on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, or wherever your favorite podcast lives. Until next time, on behalf of all of us, I hope you've enjoyed your stay at YAZEBA'S Bed and Breakfast, and we hope you'll visit again soon.